Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The following is an All-Star 15 TV production.
Hello everybody and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. On the broadcast tonight, it is the HVAC Designs 150 from Iowa Speedway. It's race number 2 in the round of 8. Qualifying is currently underway. In the booth with me tonight, it is the one and only Tyler Aspinall.
Howdy, what's up?
Howdy, howdy. How you doing, pal? How's everything going?
It's going alright. I'm on vacation for work this week, so
Nice.
completely relaxed and yeah, tired.
Yeah, yeah. Your vacation's to recuperate from all those hours you work. But nobody ever told you you were going to be able to be useful for those that week. But yeah, we're at Iowa Speedway. It's a 150 lap race, 131 miles with a stage break at that lap 50. After tonight's race, we will cut it down to 4 and head to Michigan International for the championship. Only have about 14 drivers, but 12 drivers in the field tonight. A lot of them not having fun around this 3/4 of a mile racetrack. Tyler, what is going to be the key to getting around Iowa Speedway?
Not lighting your tires up on corner exit and keeping your nose pointing the right way and not where your rear end should be pointing.
Well, there is the weather output for tonight's race. For everybody in the stands, it is 67 degrees with 99% humidity, so it is very muggy. Track temp sitting at that 69 Fahrenheit, so they should have grip on the racetrack, but as we've seen, they don't like that kind of grip. They're spinning out, they're going wild, but we are getting ready, just a little bit left before lining everybody up and going 150 laps around this 3/4 mile racetrack. A huge shout out to HVAC Designs for sponsoring today's race. But like I said before, it is the second to last race of the season. This is a cutoff race. We're going to eliminate 4 drivers, and let's talk about those points while we have a little bit. We'll start off with the Contender Series. These are all the drivers that did not make the top 16. Domer's looking good. Petrie, who is not here, and he's most likely going to miss next week as well. Fry is here tonight. No Burt, no Yandow, no Hanley, no Stefan, no Mackley. So I think it's really between Fry and Domer for this Contender Playoffs. Whoever wins the Contender Playoffs will have their fees for next season, if they so choose to come back, waived. Well, let's bring over the points, our championship points here. Farron Elam needs to have a good night. Matt Cochran needs to have a good night. TJ Barnier needs to go out, get stage points, and he's got to hope Michael's teammate Michael Steele or Paul Irving doesn't also get stage points. And then Brandon Griffiths basically needs to win out. With only having 12 people here tonight, yeah, he's got to very much win out. But let's run through our starting lineup. From Iowa Speedway, on pole, the driver, the number 2, it's Adam Capps. Outside pole, the driver, the number 14, it's Zach Domer. In third, you have Farron Elam. In fourth, James Shanewell. Fifth brings you to Matt Cochran. In sixth, Michael Steele. Seventh, the 48 of Paul Irvin. Eighth, Taylor Watson. TJ Barnier in ninth. In 10th, Ryan Fry. Brandon Griffiths in 11th. And rounding out the field shotgun, it's Joe Darnell. Tyler, this is going to be an interesting race. I think we're going to have a lot of headaches for a lot of drivers, it being a short track. And just by watching practice and hearing how everybody is fighting the racetrack, fighting loose, we could be in for one here, pal.
Yeah, indeed we could be. Like I said earlier, I think it's really just going to be about trying not to light your tires up. These guys are really limited on grip as it is, so we'll see who's going to come out on top and who's going to be able to manage their stuff the best. I see Shane Wolf, for once, is not starting on that front row. He's beat out by Zach Domer, Adam Capps, and Farron Elam Jr. So hopefully should be some great racing tonight.
Yeah, I hope so. Don't expect Shane Wolf to be back there for long. And ladies and gentlemen, that is actual fog on the racetrack. That is no filter, no nothing. It is dense. We're in the press booth, and it's difficult to see the cars up here. We're actually having to use the TV monitors in front of us because those cameras around the racetrack are giving us the best views. But we lose them for about turn 2, and then about all the way down the backstretch, and as they're coming out of turn 3. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be like this the whole entirety of the race. But yeah, Capps on pole, Domer in second, Elam in third, Shane Wolf in fourth. We are just about to go green. Jake Zidow in the chat goes, he's got his money on Cochran, got a good feeling about it. We will see in just about 131 miles, 150 laps. Pace truck is off, and we are
green flag, green flag.
Green.
Really sorry. Could you stream your thing? My iRacing died.
Oh no. Yeah, I got you, pal. That way you can keep up with the chat too.
All right, thanks.
Adam Cap's taking the lead here. Gomer sitting in second. Further back, Paul Irvin moves up a spot early on. So does Brandon Griffiths in the 45. He's +3. Oh, Matt
The yellow
Cochran
flag is out.
hard into the outside wall.
What happened here?
Oh, he got loose on the high line and then overcorrected. Ooh.
There it was. Trying not to light the rears up.
There he is on entry. He is already loose on entry. And there it goes. It just corrects.
That's the one thing I always hated about this next gen car is you could be trying to correct it, and right when you're least expecting it, it immediately grips up and you just go straight to the wall.
Now that's gonna be a long repair for the 4. It also looked like Adam Capps came down pit road. Yeah, yes he did. Wonder if he's gonna be going back down. Here comes Taylor, Joe Darnell, Matt Cochran, obviously. And no, I don't know what happened with the 2. Let's go back and check that out because unless he had a pass through.
I feel like they would have made him serve it under green if he had a pass through.
Well, there he goes down pit road.
While it's closed.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Maybe there was something wrong he had to fix.
That might be a good idea, yeah, to get out of the way.
Yeah, maybe something. I don't know.
Well, under our first caution, just a couple laps into tonight's race, Matt Cochran with a big hit to the outside wall. While we're still under caution, here it is from a different view. You can see that he is loose through 1 and 2 and just overcorrects it and tries to push out that turn 2 wall just a bit further.
Fortunate there for Matt. That, I think, is probably going to be the nail in the coffin to his playoff run.
Yeah, that very much could be. He was -8 to the cut line. But we will see. We've seen crazier stuff happen.
As crazy as that is.
Should be coming to the 1 to go. We're gonna grid them back up. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be interesting. But we will be right back.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back, everybody. Lights are off on the iRacing official pace truck. We're about to hear these engines dive back down into turn 1.
Well, you are.
Hey, you're watching what I'm watching.
I can't hear it though.
Green, green, green.
Also true. I just realized that.
Green's back in the air.
Green is back in the air. Shane Wolf already to P2 under Farron Elam. Oh, Griffith's in the wall. It's going to open up the door for Michael Steele. Michael's getting tight through 3 and 4, able to keep it off the 45.
Looks like he's going to have a position off of 4 at the line. That's going to be P5 for number 5. And now Griffin's going to come back to the inside.
Was there a little contact there to move the 5 up? There goes Shane Wolf down the back.
So big lose for Shane Wolf. And he's going to send it straight back into 3. The 44 is going to try to find room. The 48 is going to pull the crossover on the 44. Coming off of turn number 4. Too many 4s. Going down in the turn number 1.
He is locking that lane up. Zach Domer is just pulling away from this group.
And Michael Steele still under fire from Brandon Griffiths for that 5th position. Griffiths trying to run that middle line higher than the 5, trying to build a little bit momentum exiting the corner.
We saw that work both Saturday and Sunday this week when the Xfinity and Cup Series actually went to Iowa Speedway. Early on, that inside lane is where you wanted to go. But as the run progressed, you moved further and further up the racetrack, unless you were Chase Elliott or one of the guys that decided to stay on the yellow line all night.
Yeah, that's how Blaney got past Larson for the lead, right?
I think so. Good pull. Proud of you.
I don't know how I remember that, but I did.
But taking a look at our playoff drivers from 2nd to 6th, Shane Wolf, Elam, Irvin, Steele, and Griffiths. Then 9th, 10th, and 11th, you have Cochran, Capps, and Barnier.
Looks like Steele got a little loose there. It's going to allow the 45 by. No, the 5 is still there.
Look at the run the 5 has on the outside. That's going to allow him to contend with the 48 as they enter turn 1.
Side by side coming off of turn number 2. Looks like Michael built a decent run through turn 2 there into turn number 3. The very short backstretch here at Iowa. Still door to door coming off of 4. I'm not a poet for the record. Down the front stretch, still side by side.
Gotta give them both credit, keeping it clean, no bumping and banging from either one of them early on in this race.
Good run there, built off of 2 once again for the 5 car.
We have a battle for the lead brewing. Domer, Shane Wolf. Shane Wolf has closed into a couple car lanes behind. Watch how the 22 just lets it sail in the turn. He lets off early and just lets it go as they are side by side, and there goes the 22.
All right, over under 15 seconds, margin of victory.
Oh God. Under. Under. Just because we don't know how many cautions we're gonna get and when they're gonna happen.
True that. True that. We do know for a fact that there will be one at or around 50.
Yep.
And Joe Darnell closed a ton of ground there for the 48 from the 48.
Yeah, the 48 had an issue coming out of turn 2. The 5 and the 45 able to pull away, but here comes the 12 as he is trying to make a run further in the top 10.
Just single file right now. A lot of these drivers just trying to make it to the stage break.
I don't know if that was planned. Oh, he was loose. Oh, good save, but unfortunately that is going to bring him down pit road.
And he was probably speeding too.
I don't know. I think he might have actually rode it up.
Well, isn't the speed line like where he was sliding at?
Well, we're gonna find out when it tells him to come back down pit road or not. But back further 3 wide.
Three
almost
wide.
into turn 1. That's the 12's a little loose.
And Griffith's going to look back to the outside, trying to take his 6th spot back from the 12 of Joe Darnell into turn number 3. He's going to send it around the outside. Off of 4. Good run from the 12, but it won't be good enough because Griffiths is now clear to get his 6th position back, as he's going to set his eyes on the rear bumper of that 48 car for the top 5 position.
Paul Irvin trying to get back to where he was after having the issue coming out of 2 about 5 or 6 laps ago, as we are approaching halfway through stage 1.
I think Domer just gained like a 10th. Oh, and just got pulled right back out. Oh, he gained about a 10th on Shane Wolf. Oh, we got a car on the apron there.
Gotta give me a number.
I didn't see it.
Oh, there
that
it is.
one.
It's Ryan
yeah,
Fry.
that one.
What happened here? Out of turn 4. Oh! No harm, no foul. Outside of maybe a flat spot or 2. But he's going to get going. And unfortunately, he's going to be put a lap down. Now, not for nothing. Here comes Farron Elam and Michael Steele. The last couple times by, they were both faster than our leaders.
And now Steele's going to look to the bottom, trying to get past Elam for 3rd.
I wonder if anything has to do with Michael Steele's dirt racing and how to protect these tires. Because these last couple weeks on these short tracks, we've seen that 5 come alive late in the run.
I think Michael might be the best guy out of anybody here at saving tires, and I think a lot of that is coming from the dirt racing background. But yeah, I think he's arguably the best at saving tires, and it's really coming to show because he's now making his way up to 3rd and possibly.
Oh, he's back.
I should probably stop talking now. Don't want to jinx him.
No, we do not. But Farron Elam has caught the 22.
Oh, there's Shane Wolf loose through 3 and 4. And he's going to save it. Oh, they make contact.
But they are off the track.
No yellow. Shane Wolf has yet to get it back going.
A lot of damage on that 22. Go back and take a look at it. On Shane Wolf, you could see it. Elam's going to spin as well, trying to get around Shane Wolf, and he'll just pancake.
It's unfortunate for the both of them.
Domer is on an island all himself. Good 2nd and 2/10 ahead of Michael Steele. Man, Joe Darnell, Paul Irvin, and Brandon Griffiths, the top 5, about 4 seconds from P1 to P5.
It is starting to spread out a good bit. Looks like we got Griffiths looking in the bottom of the 48 here for the 4th spot. The 48's in the wall.
45 is going to continue that pressure on the inside.
And off at 2, almost contact.
There. That was a good run into turn 3, but can't get the acceleration out of turn 4. 48 in the wall.
If he was an inch further ahead there, I feel like he could have cleared him. not had to have backed off.
He's got it now, but are we going to see a crossover? Ryan
And
Fry's around
that
to the
is Ryan
backstretch.
Fry.
I think he just gets loose out of the turn here. Oh, or he just...
Oh,
Wow. That looked like it hurt.
I think I saw the motor below there. That might be the end of his night.
Michael Steele closing in on race leader Zach Domer. Last time by, the 14 with a 24.88 to Steele's 24.76. Brandon Griffiths that time in fourth, faster than everybody with a 24.64. That gap is really closing down to 0.2, a tenth and a half. Michael has to feel like Superman right now.
And
he
he's
clears
gonna
him.
get past him. I also have wonderful news. My iRacing is working again.
Heck yeah. Further in the field, Joe Darnell's going to hold on to fourth. He's trying to close in on Brandon Griffiths.
So these guys are running almost a full second slower
Yes.
than they were.
And they
Actually, some of these guys are running a full second slower.
Yeah, just off of our leader, Michael Steele, 23.87 is his best. Right now at 24.70.
Goes to show how much tires mean here at Iowa. And we got Taylor Watson almost around in 1 and 2. He's gonna save it.
Right in front of our leaders as well.
Yeah,
looks like
I remember.
Have to call that caution at lap 50. Ryan has moved from the 9 to the race control booth.
Well, that's good, I think. Maybe not for him, but for you.
I mean, I would have done it anyway. It just would have looked weird when I popped up the iRacing overlay.
Oh, Griffiths, he was really loose at the entry of 3 there. He caught it.
He just took over third place.
These guys are really struggling with tires right now, but they're all trying to make it 9 more laps. Well, I guess
If you
10.
pit now, you're going down 2 laps, maybe 3, depending on where you are on the racetrack.
The yellow flag is
And the
out.
yellow flag is
And
out
yellow.
for...
And Ryan called it stage.
Is that what he said?
Well, this is the message that transpired over the radio. He said this is stage. And Shane Wolf goes, a little early, don't you think? And the 4-letter expletive that starts with the letter F is all I heard from Ryan.
Oh, I'd be curious on what you do with that. Do you just say, okay, this is the stage? Or do you have a...
Well, he's saying it right now. Hold on.
Waiting for confirmation. Because if it were me, I would call the stage now since you called the stage.
Yeah, I think that's what he said, that we're calling stage now.
Unfortunate for some of the drivers that could have moved around. Especially unfortunate for Michael Steele. He didn't even pit. I don't know if he was already past pit road before it opened, or he was waiting to see if they were going to call the stage, but he did not come down pit road to get that car serviced. But you know for dang sure he's going to be coming down pit road now, and unfortunately because of that, he's going to start at the back of the pack.
That's unfortunate.
Actually, I think he might have just entered a closed pit too. Those red lights were flashing.
I think oh boy. Michael. Maybe that's strategy. Who knows?
But while we are hitting stage number 1, everybody, we are going to step away and take a few words from our sponsors.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
And we are back, just about ready to go back green for stage 2. This is the final stage before we chop everything down to 4 drivers heading to Michigan, and we are green.
Down into turn number 1 for the first time in our final stage. Brandon Griffith's off to an early lead. We got Paul Urban in second. Zach Domer trying to get past Adam Capps for the 3rd position. And I feel like we got some chaos in the back here. Domer still trying hard off of turn number 4. At the line, Adam Capps does have him clear. Domer's tucking back in the line. Further back, we got Shane Wolf.
Holy cow, he just threaded the needle between two cars.
And Adam Capps around.
Kind of surprised he was off the racetrack.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the first time we got a caution for a car off the racetrack.
Was that iRacing called?
Indeed it was.
Interesting. But third caution of the evening comes to us on lap 49 of 150. Thank you everybody for tuning in to the broadcast. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow if you haven't. Next week we go to the Irish Hills of Michigan International Speedway for the Final Four championship foil. I will be there. My good buddy Tyler Aspinall will be there, but it's the Driving 4 Championship presented by Fry Trucking. 150 laps, 300 miles, same bad time, same bad places. We're going to have some people down pit road. Looks like Matt Cochran and Adam Capps.
Michael Steele already back up to 6th after pitting on a closed pit.
Yeah, wasn't too bad. Didn't hurt him all that bad. Granted, we know how things can go on a restart and how sketchy it can get.
Yeah.
But Tyler, I'm gonna have to give you the reins. It is on leader. I have to go let the puppers out because I think my wife might have fell asleep.
Okay. All right.
Be right back.
Definitely not too bad that Michael Steele pit under a closed pit, because we know he does have the ability to come back, slicing and dicing. Like I said earlier, I think he has the best long run speed out of anybody here. I think really the only one that can be there to challenge him would be the 22 of James Shanewolf. I want to say we're probably on 2 to green now. Brandon Griffiths, currently your leader. This is exactly what he needs. As AJ said at the beginning of the broadcast, he's, I believe he was the lowest in the championship, 8 points. And what he needed was just plain and simple, a win. And here he is leading at lap 51, got 100 laps to go. But don't doubt in his ability to be there at the end. He made it this far, and I feel like anybody really has the ability to make it the whole way to the Final Four next week at Michigan. And I'm going to say they're 1 to green? Nope. Not yet. If AJ's dog is quick, he'll be back pretty quick here, and he might actually get it before the green. But people in the chat, how you guys doing tonight? All right, that was some great participation there, guys. Zach Domer, I think he's going to be one to keep your eyes on for the rest of this race. We saw he was really one of the only ones that challenged Shane Wolf, which I feel like Shane Wolf is going to get his way right back to the front here after having that tangle with Farron Elam. Zach Domer is definitely one to keep your eyes on. He's getting hotter and hotter every week. Joining the season late. I bet he can probably eke out a win here tonight. And we are finally 1 to green. The lights are off on that pace truck. There are no more yellow flashing things around the racetrack. And we are set and ready to go green once again here in Iowa. Got them restacked, re-racked, and ready to refire, as my good friend Josh Hall at Intensity Broadcasting would say. Pace truck about to make that hard left turn off of turn number 4. And it is all in the hands of Brandon Griffiths through the Geico restart zone. Green is in the air. Griffiths' brilliant start at the line has Urban cleared by about 2 car lengths down in the turn number 1. Urban's going to turn that number 48 car straight to the bottom. Further on back, you guys won't be able to see this until AJ gets back, but Zach Domer fighting Joe Darnell and Brian Shanewolf for, James Shanewolf rather. I'm sorry, James, for that 3rd spot. And Shanewolf is going to tuck into line into 4th. Michael Steele making his way up to the 5th position past Joe Darnell. Shanewolf all over the rear bumper of Domer. Down into turn number 3. Nothing coming from that 22 just yet, as we got the Paul Urban closing in on Brandon Griffiths. Shanewolf all over the back bumper, that 14. He thought about taking a look to the inside in a 1, thinks better of it. Off of turn number 2, Domer, he's loose and he's around and he clobbers Michael Steele. Michael Steele up and over. Still flipping down the backstretch, getting hit by Matt Cochran. And man, why isn't AJ here to see this? Michael Steele flipping off of turn number 2. And I just had to go and talk good about him, because that's what happens right there. Of course, when AJ's gone, he misses the wreck of a lifetime, and you guys all miss it too. You'll see it as soon as he gets back here. His dog's just taking a while.
You know, I heard all of it, but
Oh,
I couldn't do anything about it.
just Michael Steele. That's all you need to know.
Oh no.
And Zach Domer. That's kind of where it started with Zach Domer. Michael Steele got the worst
of it. He was upside down.
He was. So it started with Domer. He got loose into 1. And he overcorrected.
Oh.
And yeah, still got the short end of the stick there. Barnier getting a piece of him. Matt Cochran pushing him the whole way down the back straightaway, helping him get a head start, getting on the pit road.
What?
Yeah, I'm sure it's very, very awkward for the folks at home, because I was like, Michael Steele's flipping, and like nobody can see it.
Yeah,
and
sorry,
Michael
everybody.
Steele just did a burnout in Zach Domer's pit box while Zach Domer was there, showing his displeasure.
I mean, the 14 was loose, and he just overcorrected it. We've seen multiple drivers do that tonight. Now
Yeah,
that's some serious playoff implications.
I'm no intelligent fellow, but Michael Steele is not exactly the happiest camper right now.
Yeah, that could honestly have just taken him out of the playoffs.
And I think it did, because I don't know what it looks like on your screen right now, but on my screen, his front left wheel is pointed straight left.
Let's see. Nope, they're both pointing the right direction, but that car is messed up.
That is very unfortunate. I mean, you gotta. It was on. He was on his roof, and then got hit off of his roof.
The only good thing Michael Steele has, he has that stage win. But the issue that also could save him is there's not a lot of cars in the field for other people to pass. Like, he has +6 to the good, probably more with the stage win. I think at this point he would have to finish last, and Elam or Cochran would have to win this race. And that's just me doing AJ math, which is not always that great.
That's all right.
Cap still on pit road. Cochran, Darnell, Steele, Domer, and I think Fry is done. Looks like here comes Joe Darnell. He's leaving pit road.
And Adam Caps with damage from that wreck as well. That's why he's on pit road for a while. Looks like he locked it down off a 2, trying to avoid everything, and went down and hit the inside wall.
I'm very surprised that TJ does not have a lot of damage. He
Yeah, I am
basically
too.
T-boned Michael Steele while he was upside down.
I think the scary thing is we only have 5 cars behind the base car right now.
Well, unfortunately, with every league, this happens towards the end of the season.
I think it's a mixture of that and the fact that we are currently at Iowa Speedway right now.
Well, I know a couple of drivers didn't have the track and maybe didn't have the money to purchase the track.
It's definitely a fun track to drive if you're not in the next gen car, I can say.
I mean, I ran a modified, a Tour modified around here. That was cool. As we are green, great launch by Griffiths.
And Farron immediately looking to the inside of Shane Wolf down to the turn number 1. And I say that, and Shane Wolf, he's going to almost loop it. He's going to save it. Didn't overcorrect it like the past drivers who made that pretty much exact same maneuver. Good save there for Shane Wolf. Taylor Wasson looking to the inside of Farron Elon for second, going down the front straightaway. Down to the turn number 1. Wasson's going to send it. And TJ Barnier running a bit of that apron and actually working for him. And as I say that, he's falling into the grass to that 48 car of Paul Irvin. He's going to try it around the outside. Wasson almost clear of Elam for second. Meanwhile, Matt Cochran's looming in the background of this 4-car battle. TJ looks like he's all over the place.
Yeah, TJ does not look comfortable in that 8 car. As Taylor is still, as he clears.
Oh, he's going to send it! I almost thought he was going to get a piece of Joe Darnell there.
It's like he is running the line lappers are running. Just so people can get by him. But Taylor, Irvin, and then you have the 4.
Oh, Wasson! And they're all checking up. And they all saved it, and Wasson's around. But they saved it.
What just happened?
I have no idea. Did it start raining like Daytona a couple years ago?
It's like they all tried wrecking here. Watch this.
Monkey see, monkey do.
So you're going to see the 7 get loose. Then Paul's going to get loose. Paul's going to get clocked by the 4. And then Taylor trying to get out of the turn. He's going to get loose again. And just walk it all the way down to the little runway.
I think it's amazing that they all saved it.
You ain't kidding. But that gives Griffiths a 2-second lead over Joe Darnell.
I was talking while you were gone. Brandon Griffiths, do not count him out. I mean, you even said at the top of the show that he needs a win today, and well, here he is.
Well, the win does not automatically push you forward.
But it is the most points you can possibly get.
But the thing is, let me check our first stage here. That 45 did finish 3rd in the stage, so that would make everything very close.
And Michael Steele, we know what he came in the top 4, right? And now he is currently 7 laps down in 10th place.
Yeah, the only thing that's helping him is that stage win. As Steele's about to be almost 10 laps down. So running through your top 10 as they sit. Brandon Griffith sitting in first. Joe Darnell in second. James Shanwolf in third. Matt Cochran fourth. And rounding out that top five, it is Farron Elam. Caps in sixth. Barnier in seventh. Or Irvin in seventh. Barnier in eighth. Taylor Watson in ninth. And 9 laps down, Zach Domer. That's your top 10 brought to you by the Off and Turn 1 podcast. Every week, a new episode comes out right here on All Star 15 TV.
All these guys just really spread out right now. Pit windows, what are you thinking?
Well, if it's anything like Richmond, you're going to be able to go 100 laps on fuel.
On tires, though, that's a completely different story.
You're looking at about 60
20.
Max. 20.
A lot of these guys, 20.
Well, for the most part, if we come close to 15, 20 laps and get a caution, I wouldn't be surprised seeing people come down pit road. But while we are in a little bit of a lull on the racetrack, let's take you to the sponsors of All Star 15 TV.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Back, everybody. You saw that right on your screen. Matt Cochran loose out of turn 4, not able to save it. There he goes. Able to keep it out of the racing groove, so kudos to him. And lets everybody by. Gonna get it refired and got it going. 5th caution of the evening, just past halfway tonight. 80 out of 150. Brandon Griffith's currently your race leader. He last pit on lap 42, so I would be shocked if that 45 stays out right now.
And it looks like everybody's coming down.
Domer's going to get one of those lap back.
Same for Steele. He's back out on the racetrack now.
Yeah, Steele's 10 laps down, 11 laps down.
11.
And he will be one of the drivers to get their lucky dog.
Actually, he is a lucky dog.
Yes.
I thought he was behind Domer, but I guess not.
Checking out pit exit comes the cavalry.
And Joe Darnell.
Followed by Shane Wolf, Griffiths, Irvin, Elam.
Problems for Shane Wolf. I think he might have been speeding.
Oh no. Why did he come across saying it?
No, but he looked really fast and then he just let like 5 cars by. I cannot hear the voice chat right now.
Well, that's no bueno.
What's the pit speed here? Is it 40?
I think it's 45.
I think everybody here is going 40.
Well, then I would say it's 40 then.
He was doing 44.
Yeah, he's within that 5 mile an hour.
You see, what I discovered with iRacing is that for everybody, there's a 5 mile an hour tolerance, but when your name is Tyler Aspinall, there is a negative 2 miles an hour tolerance. So I can't go within 2 miles an hour of the speed limit without getting penalized. But yeah, Shane Wolf was second off the pit road there, and I think he let about 5 or 6 cars by. I think he might have been penalized.
He's still on the racetrack, so, and they're not giving him an EOL. But we should be getting the either 2 to go this time by.
And can confirm James did get a speeding penalty.
Oh. So
that's just whenever it's under caution, that's just an EOL.
Yeah, so he's gonna be fine. He's just gonna have a little fun coming through the field. As I say fun loosely there.
Yeah. I feel like won't be too difficult for Mr. Shane Wolf.
And if it is, he doesn't make it look too difficult.
Indeed, he does not. And a lot of them coming back down again to top off on fuel. So I'm saying we are really close right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised because I ran a truck race here last week. I think it was last week. And they can go almost 100 laps on fuel.
Well, we also have a percentage of fuel.
Ah, that is right. But Griffiths,
These guys are
Irvin,
all
and
topping
Watson
off.
are all staying out.
One to green, we are going to have a train here on the inside.
Yeah, Paul Irvin's going to be the only car on that outside due to all these penalty cars coming off of pit road now. Oh, there
My
it goes.
iRacing just had a heart attack.
Pace truck is off, and we are green. Great launch from the 45. Taylor Watson's trying to take second place from... Oh, boy. Taylor saves it. That was
Good
amazing.
save there from the 7. Down to the 3, Paul Irvin looking to the inside for the lead on Brandon Griffiths coming off of turn number 4. He's going to tuck right back in. And I think Adam Caps. I think Adam Caps just voiced his displeasure with Taylor Wasson. I think that might have been him.
What for?
I don't know. I looked over your screen and I saw that he got really close to him, and then I heard Adam Caps yelling at somebody.
Oh. Taylor and TJ really close together on the racetrack. The 8 is loose in the middle lane. This is a big cluster back here.
And
like
Caps just skirting the wall off of 4.
Shane Wolf is giving that 2 all the room. When is that 22 gonna say enough is enough and try to get by him?
Right about now.
Funny thing is,
Maybe
we were
not.
just at Richmond. I know it's a completely different racetrack, but it's a 0.75 mile racetrack. Adam Capps dominated that race. And that 2 is not having a good time tonight.
He is not. I feel like he's been caught up in just about everything.
Now it's Shane Wolf and Watson out of turn 2. Oh, the 22 is loose.
Good save from Shane Wolf.
Catches it down at the bottom of the racetrack, and he's going to lose a position to Caps. And possibly Cochran.
And Shane Wolf immediately looking to the inside of Caps. He's loose again.
Whoa!
Cochran's going to get by him.
I thought he was going to go right up into Cochran. Spin that 4 towards the inside.
And Watson in the wall. Caps also in the wall. I don't know what happened there.
Back it up and take a look at it.
And Watson around off of 2. He's going to catch it.
Looks like they followed it. Both of them. Move that 7 back to 9th after the multiple issues on this last lap. But our closest battle is brewing up towards the front of the pack. Griffiths is wheeling in Paul Irvin for the race lead. Just as we're coming to 55 to go. Laps as they cross the stripe this time. A 24:12 for Paul Irvin, a 24:02 for Griffiths, a 23:92 for Joe Darnell. So that 12 is moving tonight. It's always fun to come to a racetrack, Tyler, where there's multiple grooves and multiple ways to get around this place to pass people.
I always liked running at Iowa. It's always just been a fun track. Even back on NASCAR Heat 5, it's definitely a multi-groove track because you got the progressive banking where the top side is banked more than the bottom side, and it just makes for some fun racing. It's fun to drive too.
Yeah, it's one of the tracks that iRacing, NASCAR Heat actually got right. Was Iowa.
God, did I love it.
I mean, I think they got it
And-
right on iRacing as well. Just hoping they don't throw the repave soon.
That was a really big catch from Shane Wolf.
Shane Wolf
I feel like
back in
everybody's
sixth.
really struggling for grip.
Almost 5 seconds back. You could see Shane Wolf on how careful he is coming out of these turns. Does not want to have another incident. But up front, we are under a blanket. Irvin, Griffiths, Darnell, all under a blanket as they come off of turn 2. But don't look now, here comes Farron Elam as well.
And off of 4, Darnell trying to get to the bottom of Griffiths. Thought he was going to do it.
As they come out of turn 2, all three looking good. A little bit of a lower line on Darnell. Darnell is
all
there
over the
for
back bumper of that
second.
45.
Taylor with an issue. Oh, his race is done.
Oh, yeah, it
What
is.
happened? He's already loose entering the turn. He's trying to save it. Oh, and just like what Matt Cochran did on lap 1. And how does that not bring out a caution? He is stopped on the racetrack.
That, I don't know.
And he is
And Darnell
slowly
loose off of 2. And he's going to try to catch it. Keeps it off the wall.
Back it up and take a look at that. Out of 2, you see the 12. Oh! Whoa! Good save, keeping it off
And
the
Griffiths to the lead. I did not see that one coming. I think Paul Irvin might have had a problem there.
See it set up. Irvin has an issue entering turn 1. You saw the wiggle. Looked easy for the 45 to get by.
Just blew by him. These guys are all facing tire issues right now. Farron Elam, though, look at that, up to 3rd.
Yeah, he's been right here with a lot of these people. A lot of these drivers. He's closed in on Irvin. He's closed in on Griffiths.
Now let's see him get past him. He's going to run a lane higher than the 48, trying to build bigger momentum on the exit of the corner into 3. Once again, trying to track him down just about a lane higher. And I think Griffiths might have had a wiggle there because Paul Irvin gained big time.
Oh, Paul's going to clip the apron. Exiting the turn.
And
that's going to open up a room for Elam into 3.
the whole way down to the yellow line, Farron's going to go off of turn number 4. Watch you don't get loose. He's not going to be able to get alongside him.
Just because it's the shortest way around the racetrack doesn't mean it's the fastest late in the run. We're looking at somewhere around 25 lap old tires. Which doesn't seem like they're that old. But when it comes to a racetrack like Iowa, that is sandpaper to these tires, you're already hurting.
And Elam up to 2nd, cleared.
Elam,
And he's going to try to run down that 45.
well, last time by, he was 2.5 tenths faster. Griffiths with a 24.79 to Farron Elam's 24.53. Definitely closing in. Let's see if now that he's made the pass for 2nd, what that gap is going to be when they cross the line this time by. Exactly the same. A 24.68 for both of them. Oh, well, on one part of the overlay it says a 24.67, the other one says a 24.68, so it's that close.
Indeed it is, and my iRacing, I think, just died.
Well, that's not good. Maybe you're not racing next season.
I don't know. And there it goes. Alright, I guess I'm done trying it now. Back to your stream. I'll be racing next season. I'll just have to make sure my brother's not sitting on the router like he is right now.
I know that feeling, pal. You have no idea. Now, look
What
at
are you
this.
doing? You're not supposed to be on top of it.
Taylor, about 10 laps ago, having that issue where he overcorrects it and goes into the turn 2 wall. He's basically done. He's sitting on pit road, getting that car fixed. Look who's going to get another position back.
Let's go, Michael Steele.
And that hurts everybody under the bubble. If you were any of those people underneath the cut line, you wanted Michael Steele to be either 10th, 11th, or 12th.
And he is 9th now. Now that just means we need TJ to wreck out so we can get another spot.
Oh no. Well, TJ's the one that's fighting for that last playoff spot. I don't.
TJ, if you're listening, no pressure.
Well, he'd have to go and take it. Right now, I think it's still all Michael Steele in that final transfer spot. But Griffith sitting in first. In second, you have Elam third, Matt Cochran fourth, Paul Irvin. Shane Wolf rounding out that top 5. We have 8 drivers on the lead lap. That 8 looks like he's having a lot of issues. That last time by, just about 0.6 slower than our race lead.
I feel like a lot of people is just having trouble with trying to manage the tires and tire temperature, especially. It's very easy to just cook them and go loose, as we've seen happen to, well, really just about everybody this race.
On with Matt Cochran here. You see how slow he is to get back to that gas. Definitely learned from that mistake early on in this race, and you know, good for him that it happened early on in this race. As oh boy, Farron Elam with a wiggle.
And remember how Matt Cochran was missing a front bumper cover at the start of this race?
Yeah, no longer.
He's now up to second.
P2. Oh, Farron Elam, great save. Gonna drop all the way back from 2nd to 5th, though. Matt Cochran right now is running faster lap time. Well, not that last time by. He had a lap faster than the leader. Right now, he's just 0.03 slower. So he's running even lap times with Brandon Griffiths, as we'll see this time by, as it looks like he is chewing into Brandon Griffiths' lead.
Be definitely interesting to see what he can do.
Yeah, by a half a tenth there.
Looked like going to 1, the gap came down by about 0.3, but exiting it went right back up, and yellow's out.
James Shanewolf.
Oh no.
You don't normally see that 22 wreck, but when he does, it's a big one. Oh, tried saving it, and there it goes.
That didn't look that big. Oh, I take that back. Farron Elam involved.
Loose
It's
the
just
whole
crazy.
way, tried getting gas to help it get it straightened back out, and did completely the opposite. And it is feeding time coming to pit road.
I feel like sometimes these next-gen cars literally just have a mind of their own. Sometimes they do want to be corrected, other times they don't.
DJ Barnier is going to lead a lap. Try to get 1 point to help him out. Shane Wolf back on the racetrack as well.
Shane Wolf with damage now.
See, the thing is, I think what Shane Wolf is going to do is TJ's going to drop down pit road. And if Shane Wolf stays out, Shane Wolf will take the lead before TJ gets to the line. Blocking that 8. Oh, and no, Shane Wolf is just going to come down pit road.
TJ wants his lap sled points. Or point.
That should also move Michael Steele another lap closer.
Oh boy.
Hey, you are not done until that race goes checkered. I have seen somebody be 6-7 laps down and make it back.
I'm rooting for Michael.
Definitely feel bad for Michael with what happened, but that was 100% a racing incident. I know you're trying to get into the Final Four, and frustration definitely kicks in there. But you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. As here comes TJ down pit road, giving the lead up to Paul Irvin. As Steele now is back down to 10 laps.
Whoa.
But this is the last set of tires people are going to be putting on. Right, if you have to come down pit road again, if you even have another set of tires to put on, I know it's not a big field, but it can be very difficult to fight back through it, as we've seen with James Shanewolf. You really have to pick your moment if we have another caution, and if you have another set of tires. If you're in the back of the pack, absolutely you'd come back in. But if you're anywhere in that top 4, maybe top 5, I would stay out and play the gamble game.
I feel like if we get a late race caution here with the low car count we have, everybody who is not the leader is going to be doing whatever the leader doesn't. I feel like there really is no gamble there. You just do the exact opposite of the leader.
And that's if you have a set of tires left. We've seen a lot of these drivers multiple times come down pit road. It takes one mistake to accidentally not uncheck your tires. And
I've done it too many times.
yep, it's kind of why I was bringing it up, because I 100% have done it many times. Coming to 25 laps to go. Pace truck is off, and we are green again. Great launch by the 48 with a nice push from the 12 of Darnell.
Off in the 1, Brandon Griffiths. Great run around the outside off of 2. We'll see if he can make it stick. And he does it. Paul Irvin's going to clear him going into turn number 3.
But here comes Griffiths. Great run down the backstretch. Leads him into a nice run through 3 and 4. A little loose off of 4. Gonna chop the nose from the 12. Oh,
and the 12 is around. And I think he saved it. Looks like he did, yeah. Yeah, just whenever the 45 chopped him there, just took the air straight off the nose. Nothing the 12 really could have done there except for lift.
Griffiths pushing for the lead.
He's going to try to pull the crossover off of 4. And he's going to look low, and then there goes Paul Irvin. He's around, and the yellow's out.
Now, was there contact between the 48 and the 45? Take a look. Oh, there was, but I think the 48 was already loose.
Yeah, I think the 48 just lit it up too early. Yeah, he had that wiggle.
And the 45 just spun him. Gonna drop the 48 back to that 6th position. Griffiths gonna hold on the 1st. Matt Cochran in 2nd. Caps 3rd. 4th, Fairneal. Joe Darnell in 5th. And that should allow the 5 to get another lap back.
Let's go, Michael.
Waiting to see him get the go-ahead to... There he goes. 5 car. Lap back. That'll put him 9 down with 20 to go. Gonna take a quick break. When we return, it'll be the restart with just about 16 or 17 to go.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back, everybody, from Iowa Speedway. It is the HVAC Designs 150 for the Michael Steele Graphics and Designs Monday Night Premiere Series for the Extreme Forces Racing League. Check out all our sponsors. You'll see the Wrestling with Nerds logo in that bottom right corner. We need people to go out and like that Facebook page. We desperately need people to go out and like that Facebook page so we can continue to live stream off of that channel. Go help us out. And Pace Truck is off, and we are green.
Down into one. Brandon Griffiths cleared Adam Capps after some pretty bad luck. He is up inside the top 3 now, looking to further himself into it, trying to get past Matt Cochran for second off into turn number.
What a night for Matt Cochran. What a night has that 4 car been through. wrecked, I think it was our first caution, header into the outside wall. Took all race to get it back going the right way, fixed up, and now he's battling for a podium position. It's a lot of Darnell racing as they're going to creep up behind the 45 as Caps is going to get loose out of 4. That's going to slow up Darnell entering turn 1.
Cochran looked at doing a lunge into turn number 1 for the lead with 15 laps to go, and Adam Caps is loose. He's going to go down to the inside wall, and he's going to clobber it.
That's going to drop him back to that 8th position. We don't know if anything's broke. He's getting back up to speed, though.
Remind me to never talk good about a driver ever again.
But there's your race lead, the 45. Oh, that sounded like something blew up.
Who was it?
Couldn't tell you, but I heard a boom.
Doesn't look like anything is not normal right now.
I know, but I heard a car blow up, is what I was saying. Unless it was sitting on pit road and it expired, which we've seen before. Matt Cochran all over the back bumper of the 45s. He's going to try a higher line on exit, looking for a good run, but he's going to have to contend with the 45. 48, sorry.
Irvin building a good run off of turn number 4. He's going to cut it low, looking to the inside of Matt Cochran down into turn 1. And Cochran, good run on the top side.
There he goes again, off of turn 4 with a great run. Cochran. Is he going to send it into turn 1?
Yes, he does. And there's going to be contact
contact
between him and Brandon Griffiths. Brandon's not going to be happy with that.
No, not at all. The best thing that Ford can do is drive away now. Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
Oh, and he's going to hit Paul Irvin. Joe Darnell's going to spin trying to avoid it, and the yellow is back out, and Adam Caps is in the wall off of 4 as well, and I think they're wrecking past the 4 as well.
Wonder if there was contact between the two of them. Well, we know there was contact over here. The 4 sends it, gives a door bang to the 45. Not going to be able to clear the 45. Griffith's probably not happy with that. He's going to give an early lunge. And there is no contact whatsoever between the two of them. Wonder if that was netcode.
And I believe that is a little something that I like to call karma.
Well, we see it in real racing. Somebody gets bumped out of the way, and if you can't drive away from them, they're going to bump you right back. It just happens this time, Griffiths didn't even touch the 4.
Almost like Chase Elliott versus Kevin Harvick a couple years ago. Whenever they met at the Roval, Chase Elliott didn't even have to touch Kevin Harvick, and he wrecked himself.
You know, that should move Michael Steele up another position.
Let's go, Michael.
Not a position, but another lap.
Yeah,
Minus
yeah, I know
8
what you
with
meant.
8 to go. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to make it back to the lead lap, but a valiant try to get whatever he can back.
Do you think he gets another position? Do you think somebody else crashes out of this race?
I don't think he can get another position unless we go into overtime.
I mean, that is a very good possibility at the looks of things right now.
Has anything been said on the radio between the 45 or any of those drivers?
I am no longer in the session. I'm just looking at your stream because my iRacing died.
Darn. That would have been fun to
One
listen
heck,
to.
yeah, one heck of a radioactive. Guess we'll never know.
The world may never know.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Where I got that from?
Mm-hmm. It took me 83 last time. How many did it take you?
I never counted. Ever.
Never?
No, I don't think so. Wonder what we're going to have for some playoff strategy. As I'm going to bring up the playoff points once again, how everything sits. Griffiths currently your race leader. Elam under the cut line, -6. He's currently sitting in third. Barnier currently -11. I don't think he got any stage points. So he needs a win and everybody else to fall off the face of the map. Griffiths is, I think, just out there for spoiler, basically. But that +6 for Michael Steele, the stage win tonight. I know it's not going to be the finish he's going to want, but I think that stage win helped him out big time. Without that, I think his season and his championship hopes would be all gone. And stay tuned to after the broadcast tonight. Once the points get all settled, I'll post them on our All-Star 15 TV Facebook page. But the pace truck is about to take that left-handed turn. We are coming to 4 to go. Green flag back in the air.
Griffiths off to an amazing restart down to turn number 1. Farron Elam Jr. is clear of Joe Darnell for the second spot, and now Paul Urban's going to fight him for the third spot. And Irvin is clear off of 2.
Ooh, Irvin with a wiggle off of 2.
Shane Wolf in the wall off of 2 as well. Into turn number 3, we got Cochran and Darnell side by side for the 4th spot. And TJ Barnier looking to play spoiler. 3 wide down the front stretch for the 4th position.
He's going to put it 3 wide. He's going to send it. He's going to wash up the racetrack. And everybody's still going to be able to go away without any contact. But he's trying everything.
And Darnell looking to the inside of Irvin for the 3rd spot.
Dual popsicle
2
sticks
to go.
up in the air from Barney the Flagman. 2 to go from Iowa Speedway. Oh,
And Irvin loose. That would be the 48. Off of turn number 4, white flag for the 45, Brandon Griffiths.
Sponsored by the Wrestling with Nerds podcast. Go like their Facebook page. Need to get to 100 so we can continue to stream over there. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Brandon Griffiths into 3 out of 4. He's done everything he can outside of winning the stage. Brandon Griffiths is going to win the HVAC Designs 150 at Iowa Speedway.
Farron Elam is going to bring it home 2nd. Joe Darnell 3rd. Matt Cochran 4th. Paul Urban is going to finish the night with a top 5 finish. Sorry. TJ Barnier bringing it home 6th. Adam Cap 7th. James Shane Wolf finishing 8th. Michael Steele recovering to 9th place. Good effort from him. and Taylor Watson's going to finish it out in the top 10 from the pit lane.
Now let's see
Zach
that
Domer,
45
11th.
burn it down. Like I said before, stay tuned to the All-Star 15 Facebook page. We will get you the point standings whenever they become available to us. Well, let's see about getting some interviews. And I don't see Brandon Griffith or Farron Elam. So
Just Joe tonight.
we'll give him a little bit. But Tyler, what do you think of the race?
I think it really just came down to whoever was able to manage their tires the best in the long runs, and more importantly, whoever was able to keep their car facing the right way. We see just about everybody getting super loose tonight, specifically off of 2 and 4, and only few being able to catch it constantly. And it really just came down to whoever could prevent that the most.
Well, you mentioned it. Let's talk to our P3 driver. It's Joe Darnell. Joe, that 12 was great all night. You've definitely battled your own adversity throughout the race. But what does it feel like to come home in that third position?
I mean, it would have felt better if the car that restarted third hadn't have accelerated way too early and shot that 45 way out. I'm gonna make sure that's looked at because that was not right. I don't know if y'all saw that on the broadcast, but all in all, the car was good tonight. I felt like middle part of the race, I finally figured the groove out all the way around the track. I was able to keep it underneath me. I mean, I should have been junked there. I'm sure y'all got that on the broadcast. The save that almost broke my arms going back and forth 50,000 times. It hurt, but it saved it. I don't know how I saved it, but I saved it. But all in all, I mean, it was a good race. Hate it, my guys got junked a lot of the night. Part of it was them, part of it was just the product of the racing out there tonight. Feel real bad for Matt. I know he was battling hard there for that lead there toward the end, and he got into the 45, and the 45 didn't wreck him or anything there. It looked like maybe a little bit of net code what he said on his end, but you get that sometimes. But all in all, good race. Been a while since I've been up here, so glad to be back up here.
Well, brother, before we let you go and enjoy the podium finish, which you 100% should, let's talk about those sponsors and anybody who has support you guys throughout the season as we head to Michigan for the season finale next week.
Yeah, I mean, thank Dustin Carroll. He makes the paint schemes for me and Paul and Matt. He always does a good job on those. My teammates, I feel like I have the best teammates in this league. They help me tremendously. I feel like I've become a lot better racer this season just by their help. They challenge me every week, and it's showing in the finishes. I'm running better each and every week. So I hate that I missed this round of the playoffs, but it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys do a great broadcast every week. Shout out to Ryan for keeping this thing going into next season. Real happy with the things we got going on for next season. And thanks for Shane, Shane Wolf. He's not up here tonight, so I can't really plug his mom or his sisters or the toes thing or whatever he does, but I can try maybe as good as I can. But yeah, so I figure I may throw that at y'all, give y'all a laugh since he's not up here tonight. So, and I've taken Paul's room for tonight just to let him know. So
Okay. So I put duct tape over where it says his name, and I just wrote Joe Darnell. So it says your name for tonight.
That's all that matters. So
Right.
just looking forward to next week. I think the way the points are going to go, I think we got a 75% chance of getting a championship next weekend. So odds couldn't be any better. So
Yeah, pal. Well, good luck. Get ready for Michigan next week, but don't forget to enjoy this podium finish tonight.
Oh, I will. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
See you later, pal. All right, that
All right.
is Joe Darnell finishing third here tonight at Iowa Speedway. Tyler, it's your turn for Farron Elam finishing in that second position.
Let's get him in here. Farron Elong Jr. It is Tyler Aspinall up in the All-Star 15 TV broadcast booth. You got a copy, sir?
I do. I'm trying to figure out what the penalty's for here. I didn't really gain nothing huge. It actually hurt me more than anything, and they're trying to penalize me for going early here. 45 rolled first, so I fired off to go with him. Hit him in the rear because I either, he spun or the tires. I don't know what happened. And apparently I'm getting black flagged here. I didn't really gain nothing out of this. I hurt myself more than anything.
I'm not seeing anything with this. What happened? And he's gone.
So I am guessing Joe Darnell ended up finishing second if he's getting black flagged. And sorry, everybody, the overlay has kind of crapped out just now. I'm trying to get that fixed. But somebody we know that isn't completely penalized should be our race-winning driver. I'll let you end up taking that one then. While I get this figured out. So here's Brandon Griffiths, our race winner.
Brandon Griffiths, Tyler Aspinall up here on the All-Star 15 TV broadcast booth. You got me, man.
Yeah, I got a copy.
So, well, first of all, congratulations on the win, man. You were dominant. Well, dominant for most of the race there. Definitely deserved it. What did you do differently than everybody else that kind of kept your car pointing in the right direction?
I did a lot of practice, man. I ran 2 NISs to get data to run this track, and what I've learned is that running the bottom is not the best way around. It eats your tires up a lot. I've learned trying to stay a little bit above that bottom, right in between that seam is the sweet spot here to save your tires and not tear it up too much. Honestly, I wouldn't say I had too much of a good car. Like, I struggled a bit here and there. I know that I had a lot better run than a lot of people on exit, but a lot of people were just way better than me on entry. But I think what really helped me was that deciding factor of conserving my tires on entry.
Alrighty. Well, we don't exactly know what the playoff picture looks like as of right now. But what is your mindset going into Michigan if you are in the Final Four?
Oh man, I hope I'm in the Final Four. If not, I hope this race was a proving mark that I'm here. That I'm hoping to show that I can run with these guys. I've had a rough start of the season, getting black flagged at Vegas, wrecking in Daytona. My mindset in Michigan right now is just to go in there, run my race, run a better pace than everyone else, not use up all my tires like I have done in the past, and just stay conservative.
Alrighty. Well, moving on then, before we let you go, do you have any sponsors you want to plug? Any people you want to shout out?
I would like to thank my sponsor, MPI, for joining me on the start of the season, giving me a chance to really show what I can do for them and have them every day and night in this league on this track with racing with all y'all. I want to thank my team owner, Farron, for tagging along with me, letting me run with him. It's been a rocky road for us. We've had a lot of ups and downs. I want to thank my friends who have been through there with my suffering of always like messing up, causing issues for myself. And I want to thank Voodoo Graphics for designing this beautiful car.
Alrighty. Well, we're going to let you go. Brandon, go ahead and enjoy the win. You definitely deserve to. And hopefully we'll be talking to you up here in the booth come Michigan next week.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Have a great night, man.
You too.
All right, that was Brandon Griffiths, who finished first here tonight. Sorry for any confusion with our P2 finish or P3 finish. Nothing has been said to us. So we were just going off of the knowledge we had. But we will get you guys the official race order and the playoff standings going into Michigan next week. Tyler, I can't wait to have you there for that. It's going to be fun. Nice way to close out a fantastic season But for All Star 15 TV, I'm AJ Capola. That's Tyler Aspinall. And you have been watching All Star 15 TV from Iowa Speedway, the HVAC Designs at 150, won by Brandon Griffiths. We will see you next week in the Irish Hills of Michigan. Peace out.